Hey guys, welcome back to Beyond Board, your one-stop shop for Beyond Meat news and analysis. So I apologize, guys. I was away for a while here. It was a combination of myself being busy, and also I'm not gonna lie, guys, myself being a little bit down about the company recently. Now, as you can see here on August 29th on StockTwits, which if you guys don't follow me on StockTwits, it's Beyond Boy YT. I had a little bit of a rant here. I was very unhappy with the company because a lot of decisions were being made, and a lot of news was hitting me at the same time that just seems very negative for the company. So I'm just going to read this really quick here, guys, so you can get a glimpse into what I was thinking here. So I said, gotta say, not happy with the company right now. The new website looks like shit. They filed trademarks for Beyond Eggs and Beyond Milk, which I disagree with. They should stick to meat. And after looking up reviews for the new A&W Beyond Chicken Nuggets, there's more negative than positive. So yes, guys, at the time here, I did not like their new website. As you guys know, it just looks way too flashy and just in your face, and it's just very confusing. You don't really know where to go. Yeah, I just think it looks ugly too, so I'm not a fan of their website. And at the same time, we had that video, which I guess it was good news, that they are filing all these trademarks, but the more I thought about it, I'm like, I don't want them to dip their feet into too many things, and lose sight of their main vision, which is the meat, because they have the biggest hold in the meat category. Why would you, start branching out and stretching yourself too thin to other categories when you want to be the leader in meat? So I did end up disagreeing with that and did not like that they were going to branch out to those, which I still kind of feel today. Maybe if they want to do it like way, way down the line, but I really feel like they should perfect their meats first and really just focus on getting the meat to number one. And maybe they are going to do that. Maybe that is their plan. But yeah, again, I was just doubting that too. And then the A&W thing, guys. So the A&W thing, I was going to make one of my videos where I, showcase a bunch of the reviews. And I was expecting them to be positive because, as we know, Beyond is just amazing. Whenever they do a fast food launch, it kills it. People love them pretty much unanimously. So I started to go on YouTube and look up some of the reviews that were up there. And I was very disappointed. I saw a lot of people just really hating on them, saying that they had a disgusting smell, bad aftertaste, tasted disgusting too. Just like a lot of just really negative stuff. It was really weird. Because then I would also find positive videos too that just said the exact opposite, that they smelled great, they tasted just like chicken, smelled like chicken, and they didn't complain about any aftertaste. So again, it was very strange. My first time seeing this with a Beyond fast food product review, so I was a bit disappointed. I thought that maybe these were a total miss and it was going to be a total disaster, as I ended up saying here. I said people are saying they smell horrible and have a horrible aftertaste, so it seems like a disaster at A&W. I really think I'm going to trim some of my shares off my position after all this. Still hopeful they can turn it around long term, but definitely lost some faith. Yeah, that was my post, guys. And then I did get a lot of replies to this post, 23 replies. So some people, particularly Grebga, ended up changing my mind, and they did kind of put my mind at ease here, because these were the first major doubts I was starting to have with Beyond, and it was a little bit scary, guys. I'm not gonna lie, because I've been such a Beyond fanboy for such a long time. I've never disagreed with anything they've done. And yeah, just all this stuff came out immediately. It kind of hit me at once. The website I didn't like, the trademark thing I didn't like, and the A&W negative reviews, I thought that was like really bad. Because if the A&W launch was a failure, then I was afraid that it would turn off McDonald's, it would turn off a bunch of other partners. If the A&W launch ended up being a total disaster, I was afraid it would have just had a domino effect and just every other fast food company was just going to drop them, and that would be it. That would be it for Beyond. And I was afraid that was going to happen, but there ended up being a lot more positive reviews that did come on YouTube and on Twitter as well. A lot of people seem to like them. So again, I don't know what happened with that. Maybe there were some bad batches that people got. Maybe it was just a lot of people who are biased against plant-based meats and they're not used to like that kind of plant-based smell. Just really hating on it. It could be that too. I'm not really sure, guys. I just was very baffled by that. But again, the more I looked, there was some more positive reviews. And I did end up kind of putting my mind at ease with that. But let me just read you some of the replies here that I got that did kind of refresh my confidence in the company here. So Grebga said they have applied for many trademarks because they will be a supplier of everything plant-based. They have big plans and are letting their customers make their own menu product. And then I replied to that at first, kind of doubtful. I said, is that just your own intuition? And then he replies a while back, one of the first conference calls, Ethan said something along the lines that competition would be at a disadvantage by not using their products. Shortly after, they announced their first major partnership with Aramark. Then COVID hit. The Aramark partnership would supply institutional venues with products at volume, most likely without the Beyond brand name. It was then that Beyond shifted direction to online retail, putting these efforts on the back burner. Fast forward and many trademarks are applied for. Beyond is now the preferred supplier for McDonald's and Yum. It adds up. When you look at the upcoming McPlant as a platform or menu instead of a menu item, Beyond can fill a plant-based menu with their innovation. That is my own intuition based on their timeline of events. Obviously, take what I'm saying for what it is and make your own decision to stick around or not. They will continue to burn cash to grow on a global scale. So that was a very interesting comment that definitely grabbed my attention there and made me really think about it, that they are going to be the preferred suppliers for all these places. It might not even necessarily have their names tied to it. So that did get me thinking. It did kind of get me thinking of the bigger picture of Beyond, in the future. So that did kind of put my mind at ease. And then we had a bunch of other replies here too. And then we have this guy here. He said, I've had the A&W Nuggets a couple times now, and I haven't noticed any issue with smell. In fact, I remember they smelled quite good and the taste is on point. A&W leans into marketing new product, and the nuggets are no different. This will be a permanent menu item, and I expect that the chicken tenders will go up next, followed by chicken. That was a pretty positive comment there too, guys. He kind of reassured me that the A&W nuggets weren't bad, didn't have a weird taste or smell like a lot of people were saying. So again, maybe there were just some bad batches there that were spoiling the bunch there, but it was just a coincidence that, I don't know, I feel like it just was a lot of meat eaters being negative about it, to be honest. But, if you really think about it, guys, like psychologically, the psychology of things is very powerful. Like if you go into something negative wanting to hate it, then it's more likely that you're going to hate it because you're just going in with that mindset, And I think the more open-minded people on YouTube ended up liking it, whereas the more closed-minded people ended up not liking it. So I don't know, that's like the only way I can explain it. It's either bad batches or just a psychological bias. And then it ends right here with a happy ending. I say, you guys make some solid points. I think you've convinced me not to shrink my position. This was the first time I've ever had a major doubt in the company, though, for sure. Gotta stay strong and look at the grand vision. Yeah, guys, happy ending there. I did end up not shrinking my position. A pretty good incentive for that is because I'm at a loss right now in my position because my average price is around like 140, 145. So that's a pretty good incentive not to sell. Plus all these great guys on Stock Twitch really doing their DD, especially Grebga. I see him on Stock Twitch all the time. He's like a perma bull on Beyond. So he's just great, coming with great information all the time. So again, shout out to Grebga and shout out to this guy. You guys really did help put my mind at ease there. So in terms of news, guys, what I've missed, the only real piece of news that I did miss is that the COO did step down, which again was just kind of compounded of the bad news too. And then the stock price took a pretty big hit. I wasn't sure if it was because of the COO stepping down or if it was because of other reasons, because Oatly took a pretty big hit too on Friday. And just a lot of growth stocks, I think, were taking pretty big hits because the job numbers came out and they were less than stellar. So again, pretty hard to tell why the stock fell there. But we have former Tesla Amazon exec steps down as Beyond Meat COO less than 2 years after arrival. So we don't have an explanation as to why this was yet. We still don't know. It could have been for maybe personal reasons. It could have been for any number of reasons, just a disagreement maybe. But someone did point this out, which I thought was very interesting, which if you look at this guy's LinkedIn page, he tends to not stay at companies for very long here. I mean, he did stay at Amazon for 7 years. That was his longest time. He was the senior vice president at Tesla for only a year and a half. And then we have here a year and a half. 8 years he was at Dell, so that's pretty long. So recently it seems like he's just kind of hopping around companies. Or the most recent example of that is Tesla. Again, would like to know why he left Tesla too. He was the vice president of the NACF for 3 years. Right here, he was at MFG for a year and a half. So I don't know, this guy seems to be kind of hopping around jobs a lot. So maybe he's looking to retire. I don't know. Anyways, guys, not really concerned about that. I mean, the COO, it's not like a make or break for a company. You could just kind of hire a new one. I'm sure he wasn't so uniquely great to the company that it's going to affect the company at all. But anyways, guys, we're going to end the video here looking at the Beyond chart. So as you can see here, guys, we are down to 114.97. And we did break our first line of support that I always talk about here around 124. And now we are sitting at our second support line here, which is pretty damn strong around the 115 mark here. As you can see, we wick down to it a couple times and typically get eaten back up. We wick down to it here, 2, 3. We broke through it here, and then we stayed under for not that long. Wick down to it again here and here. So we've bounced off this thing a lot. We bounced off it maybe like 5 times in the past year. So hopefully we do bounce off it again. But if we do break this support line, I believe the next line of support is $100. So who knows? Maybe we could see a triple bottom at $100. That could be a possibility, but I'm not going to lie. If it does dip below that, I'm not sure if I am going to add to it. One, because I just don't have the money right now. And two, because again, I was disappointed with a lot of the stuff that Beyond was doing recently. And I think I am just going to hold at this point until some more positive news comes out. I don't think I'm going to be adding anything to my position. And I'm certainly not going to be cutting anything at a loss either. So I'm just holding right now, guys. Obviously, do your own research, do your own thing. But that is my official current position, is to hold Beyond right now. So that's pretty much going to do it for this video, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching and having the patience with my little hiatus here. I am going to be starting up school again pretty soon, and I will still try to upload during that because there are 3 pretty easy classes that I'm taking. So that shouldn't get in the way too much, but I probably won't be making as many frequent uploads. I'll probably really only be uploading about news, like objective news. Probably be doing a little bit less editorializing and making analysis videos and whatnot, and review compilations and stuff. So with that being said, guys, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And if the idea of a Beyond Meat themed channel sounds cool to you and you're not subscribed yet, then please consider doing so. And I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.